Hello everyone, welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today we are doing What Are You Releasing? I have 3 cards that Spirit has picked. So the first group is represented by Island, and this is Solitude. The second group is represented by Strength, which is the Mountain. And the third group is represented by Fog, Veiled. So feel which card you are drawn to, and I'll get started with group 1. Hello group number 1, and welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Solitude card, which is Island. So what are you releasing at this time? When I look at this card, it looks pretty stormy in the background. So I would say recently you've been through some sort of storm in your life. This could be, when I say storm, this could be some sort of situation in your life. This could be a emotional storm. So this could be a lot of emotions that have been coming to the surface. This could be a mental storm. It could be something that kind of like, mentally having a lot of thoughts, a lot of inner conflict. Like for each and every one of you, it will be different, okay? Also, what I'm seeing with this card here is there's a reflection. And we have the water here, which represents emotions. So I also want to say there's been some sort of time that you've been going through of like spending time on your own, time reflecting on these situations or on your healing. Also, I can see on top of the mountain here is this beautiful purple tree. Now, with the mountain, this to me signifies strength. It signifies a journey. It signifies kind of for some of you, it could have been an uphill battle, all right? And with the tree here on the top, it's kind of signifying a spiritual awareness that you have been gaining through all of this, through the storms in your life, okay? Whatever that storm may be for you. It could be a smaller storm, it could be a larger storm. For each and every one of you, that storm will be different, okay? Also, what I see, and it's very hard to see in this card, but through that storm, there's this light coming in. So I feel as though, that you're getting a realization or an understanding of why you have been going through what you've been going through. And this time of solitude's been allowing that awareness to come through, all right? Also, you may have felt like you're on your own on this journey. You may have felt alone in your situation. You may have felt alone in your thinking, in your emotions. You may feel that perhaps other people haven't really understood you. It could be different for every one of you, but there's something around you feeling kind of alone in this process. But what Spirit's saying is that you needed to go on this journey in order to learn more about yourself. When you learn more about yourself, you become stronger within yourself. And I always like to say, when you become stronger in yourself, that's a beautiful power that you have, because you know who you are and not much can shake you. And I want to say, I'm hearing you're becoming unshakable. All right. I feel like for a lot of you, there is a purpose that you have. And I feel like this is part of your learning. You'll come to understand this later on in your journey, that this time alone was very much needed. Okay. So that you could find yourself, so that you could find your self-worth. For some of you, maybe you've been alone in your journey to love. All right. And the reason you needed to stand alone was so you could understand and reflect on the past, so that you can create a stronger you. All right. Personal empowerment is kind of the message I'm getting here. But with the solitude card, I feel like this time, what's being released for you is that that solitude time is coming to an end. You're finishing that cycle of learning, and this has given you a lot of personal empowerment. Yeah, and see what's popped out, storm warning, and that's what we were just talking about. I like this card because you see the tornado here, and when that comes in, it kind of destructs everything in its path. Something had to be broken down within you, within your situation, so that you could rebuild something more solid, something better for yourself. When we ask for change, when we ask for something new in our lives, if there are constructs around you, mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, if there are constructs that are no longer needed in order for you to manifest what you want, it will be broken down because it's not for you. And that's very difficult. It's very difficult because um, there can be loss involved, there can be an identity shift. So a lot of that can be very difficult. But when you get to this space where the new comes in, and the 10 also talks about cycles, endings, and new beginnings, you come to understand why you had to walk this journey. The next card that I have here is community. So some of you may have felt like you kind of misunderstood in your community, may have felt like you had maybe you moved from your community, but there's a strengthening within you, and this strengthening within you is now going to attract the right people, places, and things towards you, group number 1, that that are going to help you for the next part in your journey. I also see that there are perhaps new friends coming in. There could be new experiences within your community as well, but I just see you feeling much more supported and not so alone in the coming weeks and months ahead for you. So this is really good. 7 to me also represents spiritual journey as well. All right, you can see the orbs in the background here. Spirit's been with you all along. Okay, I'm getting very much tribe feeling here, so just finding some friends or people who really understand you, who are kind of like your cheerleaders, your support system. So if you haven't had that, then I see that coming in. Perhaps some of you have had to let go of some old friendships, some old partnerships, but there's new coming in. Maybe, as I said, for some of you, maybe you haven't had many people around you at all. That's going to change very soon, group number 1. You have been releasing what it is in your life that is not good for you, which is not part of your highest journey. It may have been good for you at one point in time, but now you've asked for change, or within you, you've wanted change, and so this is created so that you can get that change in your life. Let's see what other messages Spirit has. What are they releasing? What's group number 1 releasing? I want to say for some of you, you could be going through that kind of releasing part at the moment. Take where your situation is, where you are at within this process. Some of you are coming out of it, some of you are in amongst that, and you are releasing that now. Know that this won't last forever. Know that you're truly not alone. Okay, we have here appreciation. What I get with this one as well, with the appreciation card, this often talks about, for me, being kind of present. Oh, sorry, I just dropped my ring. This talks about being present, and also it talks about learning to appreciate yourself, and also appreciate what you have. Okay, there is power in that as well, because when you can be present, when you can love yourself, when you can have gratitude for what you do have, that is really gold. All right, I feel like when you've been through something in your life, you then have empathy and understanding, compassion for other people who might be going through a certain situation, other people who might be going through emotional kind of turmoil. You have that understanding, and so that you can inspire others and help others who may be going through that as well. But also, like, I want to say, your family. Okay, I want to say for some of you, you may be going through these changes, and perhaps your family don't quite understand this kind of new side of you, but I feel like they're going to come to appreciate this change within you. It can be a little bit rocky at the time. You know, Spirit's showing me like a boat where it's kind of rocky, but there will be smooth sailing. You will find your sails will come out, and you will flow again. All right, so don't give up on this process. It's just part of releasing anything that no longer fits your purpose. Okay, now let's have a look what other messages Spirit has for you. The cards are taking a while to come out. All right, we do have here broken heart. So you've been brokenhearted. You've felt a loss here through this experience. But I want to say and I want to mention as well that yes, it's changed you, and that's okay. Yes, you'll never be who you used to be, but that's okay too, because you're recreating a new you, and this new you is much wiser, has a deeper understanding, and therefore can create better for yourself. Right? It's all about your self-love. It's all about you knowing your worth. Okay, group number one, there may have been some tears that have been shed. This is part of releasing. For some of you, this could have been releasing a lot of kind of past life. I want to say the word drama is coming up, all right? There may have been drama around you within your community, within your family, and you've been releasing a lot of this, okay? For some of you, you kind of are healing the kind of ancestral wounds as well, which is not an easy feat. I understand that, but it's so that you can understand who you are, you can claim your own identity, and so that you can go after your dreams and what you really want in your life. Also, if this has been in regards to a relationship, this relationship was no longer breathing life into you, okay? It was no longer inspiring you. It was no longer serving you, group number one. So it ended, so that you can manifest somebody who's going to be equal to you, somebody who can help you in the next part of your journey. I believe we're all in service to each other, no matter if this is a difficult situation or whether this is a really lovely situation. We are always in service to each other. There's always a purpose to everything, okay? And I want to say as well, like, this time of solitude has helped you to release any heartbreaks, any losses that you've experienced, so that you can gain the strength for the next part of your journey. And for some of you, it's been quite a long road, Spirit's saying. And perhaps you've kind of might have lost a little bit of faith. But you will regain it again. The wheels start moving again, and you will see. And I want to say, like, this garden here, where you're standing alone, it doesn't look like it's flourishing, but she's holding that one flower. So keep holding that one flower. Keep focusing on what is beautiful around you, even if it's just yourself, group number one. And look, this is what you are coming into. You can see the garden around, flourishing, people around. So new connections are coming up for you, group number one. What are they releasing? With this card here, it talks about, for me, I'm hearing self-sufficiency. I'm hearing, for some of you, could be building kind of your own sense of self-worth. That self-worth keeps coming up, so I do feel like this is kind of a self-love journey for a lot of you, and I feel as though as well there could be kind of job change, there could have been a financial change in your life here, but you're going to create much more stable ground for yourself, and you're going to be able to flourish in this. You're going to be able to support yourself in this and other people and perhaps your community around you. And look at that, like the purple around her. There's so much spiritual knowledge that she has. And it's like, I want to say as well, I'm kind of getting this feeling that it's like, what's the word here? There's kind of a humbleness in this, but there's also this feeling to me that maybe you've been misunderstood, but that's okay. Look at the awareness that she has. Like, when I see purple, that's what I think of, and it's all around her. You've gained a lot of awareness, a lot of learning through this experience. All right, and I want to say as well, like with the feminine energy there, that learning to nurture yourself and love yourself at a much deeper level. I do feel like you are quite a generous person, um, and that maybe you've given a lot. And I'm also hearing that for someone, you have given a lot financially. Maybe this was a loss in regards to finances. Maybe you loaned someone money. Maybe you've given so much, even of yourself, to others. So now it's time to give back to you. All right, whether you're male, female, this card's just representing this kind of energy for you. Yeah, you're becoming stronger. All right, it may not feel like it when you're going through it, but it has been making you stronger. Because as I said, there's a power in being alone as well, because you learn to look after yourself, you learn to nurture yourself, you learn to friend yourself. So and when you have that foundation, you then can make choices in your life in regards to other people and other situations that are going to be in your highest good. It's something that's very hard to see at the time, but once you kind of move through it, you're like, wow, like this has really helped me out. And I'll give a situation here. So I had some time alone, and I was dealing with I was kind of healing a lot, especially in regards to past relationships. And then when I met somebody, and this person started to show a lot of red flags, and this person started to show patterns from the past, I was able to pick up and leave, because I knew that I was worthy of much more. I knew that I didn't. I knew that I. Sorry, I'm tripping up on my words, but it's morning here. Um, but it's like I knew my value, and so I could leave that situation where perhaps in the past I might have stayed that little bit longer. So that's kind of the power you get from navigating your own journey and loving yourself, group number one. So it does make you stronger. Any other messages? We do have a strategy here. Okay. So I want to say too, with the quill there, with the paper here, like there may have been some contracts that you've been kind of breaking, that you have decided no longer suit you. And so that there is this new kind of regeneration from that. There is a new path from this. Also, what I'm getting here is journaling may help you to release any emotions, any past regrets, any unforgiveness that you may feel towards other people, towards yourself. I feel like that's going to really help. Also, Spirit's asking you to come up with a strategy to help you through this situation. What other messages do you have for group number one? What are they releasing? Okay. So Spirit's saying don't worry, because you are leading yourself to your personal healing and happiness. You're opening that door. You will flourish. Look at that rainbow of healing. You've got the peace dove. You've got the gardens flourishing. There's so much growth. There's so much like happiness that you're creating in your life, and you're really going to appreciate this situation. So this what you're releasing, group number one, is the past. You're releasing situations, people, whatever it may be for you. Maybe this is a job, financial situation, whatever it is, you're releasing it so that you can move towards this personal healing and happiness. All right. So that is the messages I have for you, group number one. I want to send you so much love. Bye for now. Hello, group number two. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Mountain card, Strength. Whew. I had to take a breath, because like as soon as I picked up your card, I felt like this kind of inner turmoil, and I felt this kind of stress. I felt this intensity. and now I'm starting to burp it up, which means you're healing, okay? And I feel like you're releasing any stress in your environment, stress within yourself. I feel as though you're releasing kind of worries as well. And with that, with these mountains, they're pretty solid. So I want to say as well, what spirit's showing me is kind of like a cycle that you've been going through that you're releasing, and it's taken a lot of strength to do so. I feel like it could have felt like quite a trek, and a difficult track to get through this. I feel as though there may have been obstacles on your path that you've kind of had to, in spirit, are very animated in my head right now. They're kind of showing me like a movie where, there's all these kind of people coming out to attack, and then you're kind of this warrior who's kind of beating them down. Like, this is just an example, but it's like you've been on this warrior path, and you've come across a lot of obstacles on that journey, but you're breaking a big soul pattern here, and this is really going to be great for you. It's going to be so relieving once you have completed this cycle, and it's going to be like, I can see the waters down the below here, they're quite calm, which means you're going to feel a sense of peace and calm once you kind of break through here. I do feel like there's going to be a breakthrough for you. All right, we've got here the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. All right, so this is all to do with the throat chakra. This is to do with communication, or this is to do with you being authentic in your truth, standing up for yourself. Maybe you've had a lot of people you've had to kind of prove yourself to, or you've had people bullying you. Maybe you've had work situations where people are bullying you. Please take it where it resonates. But that word's coming up, and it's kind of like you've had to kind of really stand up for yourself, or you're being asked to stand up for yourself. Release the need to people please, or release the need to have approval from others. Release the need to to back down. Like, and I don't mean this in the way of creating any drama or conflict or something, but it's kind of just standing up for what you believe in, standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself. I feel as though perhaps in the past, like it's, and they're kind of showing me a work scenario, but it could be in your personal life as well. But it's like other people kind of may take your take your glory, take your hard work, and perhaps it's been easier for you to just let them take that from you, but you're being asked to to stand up for yourself here. And Archangel Gabriel is happy to help you within this situation, to help you speak your truth and to stand up for yourself with love. I say with love because sometimes when we start to speak up for ourselves, it can come out kind of from a triggered place. So Archangel Gabriel can help you to speak up with strength and with assertiveness rather than aggressive. That's just a message for some of you. Please take this where it resonates as different messages and relate it to your own situation, your own life. This could be in relationships, or with family, where you've kind of, you've just let people walk all over you. All right, you're releasing that, and now you're going to stand up for yourself. And I'm hearing it's time for you to do so. Group number 2. For some of you, I'm hearing I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the battle. I'm hearing that the battle won't go on forever. This situation just is teaching you to speak up. All right. Okay, we have the man holding a heart. You may be someone very sensitive, somebody who wears a heart on their sleeve, somebody very generous, kind, okay? This could be someone around you who's very generous, kind, somebody who is helping you out at this point in time. All right. Maybe also you felt the need to overgive, overextend yourself, and this is releasing the need to do that in order to receive back. Maybe within childhood, you were only given love and appreciation and what's the word for it? Only given rewards when you've done something for someone else. Okay. Yeah, you're bringing it back into balance. Okay. You're healing this. And I can see with the pyramids, this could go back to a lifetime in Egypt, but it also just signifies to me that this could be a cycle you've been going through for quite some lifetimes. So it's very big soul growth. That's why it's challenging for you. It's not easy. When a pattern is so ingrained in us, it's not easy to break through that, because we set up so many in-ground beliefs, especially when our physical world shows it to us. It is not easy to break through that, but you're doing it by taking little steps. Okay? And the angels are supporting you in this. Ask for their support. Okay? What messages do you have, please? Yeah. This is the magician. This is you creating. This is you balancing things out. This is you deciding you want better for yourself. This is you reclaiming your power. I want to say with the mirror as well, it's like taking responsibility for yourself as well. Like there's a strength here, and I think that was your card, wasn't it? Yes. Reclaiming your strength. I really get a warrior kind of energy. You are a warrior. For some of you, this could be in regards to your financial situation. All right, maybe you've settled for less financially. All right, maybe you're worthy of much more. Stand up for yourself is the message here, because you're worthy of more. For some of you, you might be writers, because I'm seeing that book there. There could be study or opportunities to advance yourself. Opportunities to advance yourself, your personality, your financial situation, your life experience, and to multiply those coins. And I get with financial situation, it's kind of like that feeling of not having enough. It's like feeling as though, and I'm clearing my throat chakra here. We're working with your throat chakra. So if you're open to that healing, accept that healing from the angels and spirit who are here. Because they want to clear that throat chakra to help you to activate that throat chakra. What was I saying now? But yes, it's like, I want to say, know your value, okay? All right. I'm sorry that I've broken the channel there and forgotten what I was saying. But yes, be open to the healing there. We have patience. Be patient with yourself, with the journey. Release the need to control. Okay, release the need to expectations as well, is what I'm hearing. Everything is going to turn out in divine timing. Things are manifesting for you, even if you can't see it. I want to say, I'm hearing as well, some of you are like, I've done all this inner change, this inner work, but why aren't I not seeing it? And they're saying, be patient, okay? I feel as though you could be overlooking something. And I feel like it could be part of a block, all right? But I'm hearing there's stability. Like you are going to create a new stability for yourself. Yeah. You're on a journey here. And to me, that looks like she's kind of on the middle of the bridge here. You may feel in between worlds right now. Okay. The journey might have felt long for you. You might be trying to find where your place is. What sort of career? What sort of life you want. I'm also seeing an owl in the night here. Okay. Listen to your intuition. Listen to where you're feeling guided to go. There are signs I'm hearing from Spirit. They're showing you signs. So be open to those signs. I almost get this feeling for this group. It's like it's kind of like you finishing, like I said in the beginning, you're finishing a cycle, and that's kind of why it feels like it's like there's obstacles, but it's almost like you're recreating a whole new kind of experience for yourself. And that's why it's like that, okay? And here we have the temple path. This is you walking your path, finding your purpose. Look at all spirit around you. And this is your temple. Seventh chakra. This is the Akashic records here. Your spiritual purpose. Your journey here on earth. What you've chosen to do. You've chosen this lifetime to break this cycle. Okay. And a lot of you could be working with spirit as well. All right. You could feel that there's obstacles within that development of your spiritual gifts. And this could come back to past lives where you kind of were judged for your work with spirit, or you might have been killed for what you've done or what you've said. And that could be why it's a bit difficult for you navigating this path, because as I say that, oh my goodness, my solar plexus, okay? Spirit's helping you to heal this, to release this past life energy so that you can open fully to your gifts, your spiritual gifts. All of the gifts that are with you, inside of you. Spirit's going to help that come out. You're walking your temple path. You're walking your purpose, whether you see it now or not. You're walking that path. You're in between worlds here. Any other messages, last messages for group number 2? Yeah. Keep moving forwards. Step out of your comfort zone. Track down those fears. Walk towards your dreams. Group number 2, stand up for your beliefs, what you believe in. It's safe to do so. All right, try and stretch yourself that little bit more. Okay. You keep yourself in your comfort zone because it feels safe. And I can feel within me energetically how difficult this is for you. So be proud of every achievement, because I know you are moving forwards. I know that you're releasing this, and I know it feels difficult, but you are doing it. You're in the process. So pat yourself on the back for each and every step that you take out of your comfort zone. Group number 2. All right. That's the messages I have for you, group 2. Thank you so much for watching. Much love. Bye. Hello, group number 3. You chose fog veiled. What are you releasing? So what I can see in this card, it's almost like, well, it's not almost, it's very unclear. It feels as though things are very unclear to you. There's not a lot of clarity. So what's being released is this fog so that you can see clearly. Can you see the light coming through? So there could be a lot of confusion. There could be a lack of direction. There could be, understandings that you haven't fully grasped here. But there's going to be a breakthrough here. The light is coming in. The wind is going to come in and blow that fog away. Let's have a look at other messages you have. We have heartbreak. Yeah. You could be feeling really sad. You could be feeling really misguided, misdirected. You may feel confused about your path, about yourself. You may be feeling confused about your beliefs, about your direction, your situation, your emotions. Take it where it resonates. Appreciation. This is saying, Spirit saying, release the need to know. Release the need to know and have all the answers right now. That fog will move. It will not stay there forever. The clarity will come. It's just taking some time, all right? There's reasons that cannot be revealed right now, but there's an understanding that you're getting from this situation. So Spirit wants you to release the need to know, and focus on the present moment. Focus on the beauty that's all around you. What can you be grateful for? And this, I understand this can be difficult. You know, and each and every one of you watching this, it's different situations, and I hold compassion for you. And I'm hearing this message, there's a beauty in this unfoldment that's going to happen. And I want to say that Spirit's saying to me that you're not to know everything, okay? There's something about you letting go of expectations and the need to know. And this is going to free you, because I feel like you may have held a lot of expectations in the past. So it feels to me like it's going to free you. There's a freedom in this. It may have restricted you a lot in the past. So you may be getting readings and not really getting the answers that you want. It's because there is a journey here. There's a holding point here. There's a learning in this. And Spirit really wants, the guidance here is to focus on the beauty that surrounds you, whatever that may be. Nature. Also, they're bringing up hobbies and interests. There's also, like, as I said, heart healing here. You may not have an understanding. You may have had a breakup recently with a family member, friend, relationship, romantic relationship, and maybe you're not understanding why. Why did this happen? You might have a lot of questions. But you will get the answers through this quiet time as well, and through being in the present moment. The fog will blow away, Yeah, for some of you, this could have been a masculine energy that you were dealing with. Could be feminine too. Just take what resonates. But this is somebody that you had a lot of love for. Okay? Could be family member, could be friend, relationship. Now, we got the temple path here. And to me, this represents a spiritual journey that you're on. And that's why everything's not being revealed right now, because as I said, there's a learning in this. And that's not easy, guys. It's not easy. But you're being led here. You're not alone in this process. Sorry about all the shadows. There could be, it's interesting because there could be shadow work that you're going through right now with all the shadows that are coming up. And it's interesting how like the mirror is across my eyes. It's like you cannot see, but you will see soon and you will understand soon. They're showing me like a boat in the middle of the ocean with no islands around. You can't see anything, but eventually you'll get to that island. But in that meantime, you've learnt a lot. And I want to say too, there's no escaping your emotions. Spirit wants you to really have a look at where it's coming from. I feel as though there could be inner child work here, and inner understanding here. I'm also getting another message here that, and this is not for everybody, but for a small percentage of you, Spirit's wanting you to look at your kind of actions or behaviors with others and kind of find that truth, because I feel like you may be a little bit disillusioned. As I said, it's not for everyone. Or this could be you being disillusioned about the kind of like relationship that you had with this person. You may kind of be stuck that this is a really good person, that this person really loved you, this person really cared about you. But in fact, it's kind of like you might be replaying that in your head as a fantasy, if that makes sense. And that won't be for everyone either. This may be in regards to other aspects of your life as well, where you kind of have this false sense of your reality. You know how you can move on from the past and see it in a better light than it actually was. But if you were to go back to that situation or go back to that person, you know, it wouldn't serve you. You would realize why you left. You would realize why it wasn't working in the first place. All right. So this is part of you seeing that for what it is, so that you can grow, so that you can have a better relationship, a better experience for yourself. Yeah. It's time for you to kind of look within, see it for what it is. This is the thinking woman. This is the mental energy. This is you coming to an understanding here. This is really beautiful process, even if it doesn't feel so right now. Yeah, look at that victory. This is your personal power. This is you knowing yourself, your worth, your value. Okay? Gaining your wisdom, gaining the knowledge, the understanding. That fog will lift when you come to understand, all right? It will lift. It won't last forever. The wind has to change, okay? Yeah. I feel like this relationship, this situation, it was contracted. You were meant to come together for learning, all right? And it's going to and look, she's blindfolded too. Okay, you're blindfolded. You're not seeing things, the situation clearly, or the relationship clearly. But there's a learning here to balance things out for you. All right. Here we have Archangel Michael on the back of the deck here, helping you to see the truth, see things the way they really are. If you're in this relationship, if you're in this situation, perhaps you're not seeing it clearly. Archangel Michael wants to help you to see it clearly so you can release it and move forwards, so you can have that clarity. Sometimes we can pull that rug over our eyes, you know, because there could be fear. Sometimes it's easy to hold on to an illusion than it is to face the truth. All right. Any other messages for group 3? Yeah, things will move forwards once you see the truth of the situation, when you own the truth of a situation and see it for what it truly is. The fog will clear and you will move forwards. All right. Sometimes we just have to own the truth of something, own that own your own responsibility in a situation, or own that someone really isn't nice, or own where you're really at in life. I've had to do that recently. It's like face the truth. And it's not always easy to face the truth. This could be in regards to a financial situation in your life. It could be like, I've got to face the truth that, like, I'm having financial difficulties. That could be hard, you know. But once you see the truth, you will release something and you will move forwards. The fog will lift. You'll get the clarity. You'll get the action. You'll get the movement. Yeah. For some of you, there's a lot of mental conflict around this. A lot of, and fog often is within our head, right? It's that confusing energy. Okay. You will see clearly soon, and there'll be possibilities coming your way. All right. I want to say as well, like, there's one door here. What you wanted or what you thought, it may not have been the opportunity for you. It may not be the relationship for you, or was for you, but there's another opportunity for you that's much better. Spirit's going to help you to see that truth. Ask for their support. They cannot support you because of free will unless you ask, okay? So ask for their support. Be open to what messages they have in the next few days after this reading and what signs they have for you. Yeah, they're saying take the time to rest, rejuvenate your energies, reclaim your power, and they will bring you those messages, group number 3, okay? So that's the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I want to send you so much love. Bye for now.